Okay, well, I was going to say, I've done a lot of talking to you guys all this week, and I've absolutely loved it. I've lived the dream. I would have paid another $10,000 to you people to get this experience without having to win any money. I've absolutely loved it, and I just hope that I've spread a little light and happiness and fun in the game. I'm told that there's a lot more people watching it who've never watched it before, so it's got to be good for TV ratings, and I think people do like fun. I play poker recreationally, and I will continue playing it recreationally. And I've just said to Carlo, I don't know whether you got that, but Scott asked me yesterday, he said, what will you do, when this is over? And I just said it to Carla, and I'll repeat it again. I said, well, I can tell you what I won't do. I won't be turning professional poker player. I want to stay an amateur, I want to stay having fun, and I want to stay and enjoying tournaments and competitions. Probably, if I get invited to a few tournaments by different people, maybe 3, 4, 5 times a year, whatever, depending on what happens, if I'd be, it'd be an honour to do that. And if I've actually brought some fun and excitement to the game, improved the viewers' ratings, everybody, and improved the sort of people involved with Triple Eight and other people, sort of this other one, sort of best bet. And of course, don't forget my own company, which is Little Bridlington Caravan Centre in Bridlington, East Yorkshire, England. I've tried to bring a little bit of, light to my small town where I was born and raised. And I'm sure back home they'll probably be all, I know they've all been rooting for me. I'm just sorry I couldn't do any better for you all, but I've had a ball. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Were you aware of the John Hesp craze on the internet and also in this building?
Well, to some extent, people have been saying just switch your computer, just Google John Hesp, and I did this about 3 days ago when I had to Google my name. I couldn't believe it. I think prior to that, then you probably would have found me well down. So it was only then that I began to appreciate the level of international interest, I think. I can't say support because I don't know, but it's an international interest I've had. But I would also just say, a few days ago, I think it was 3 days ago, and all these days have rolled into one because I can't remember everything. A little nice Chinese lady who was obviously with a Chinese TV company, asked me a few questions on one thing and another, and I said much the same as I've said. I've had a ball, I've loved the game. I just like to think that people in China may come on board, as a result. And afterwards she says, you do realise this could go out to over 1 billion people? And I said, well, that's amazing. So who knows if people in China are actually getting any of this? They may come on board. Depends on how the government feels, doesn't it, really? But there you go.
Any regrets at all from this final table?
Oh, none at all. I've loved everything. I've loved all the people. They've all been great. Come on, yes. Yeah, I've said, it's Triple Eight and Best Bet. Yeah, they've been good. Both Triple Eight and Best Bet, they've been brilliant. WSOP, and I think everybody's been absolutely wonderful. And this is my daughter. She's flown in this afternoon. She's just flown in this afternoon from England.
Manchester.
Manchester, England, and she was just in time to see me get busted out. But of course she'll be happy because we've had a good payday, and I just hope I've given you people lots of fun, entertainment and pleasure in the way I've been playing. And if I can say, if I've done anything in my life, I think I've managed to show that this game doesn't have to be boring and people can have fun. Last night when I came onto this final table, I think you all saw the first 3 hands I played. In fact, the world probably did. If anything, I'd probably like to remember for those first 3 hands, probably not the ones that weren't so good. So I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it.
So you said you don't want to become, say, a professional poker player, but this is still a considerable amount of money. Does it change your life in any way? Do you have anything you're going to take a vacation or anything?
Well, I said again earlier in the week, I offered to take my wife anywhere she wanted to go in the world. But I guess she'd probably turn around, and she has already said, I'm just happy to go to my little caravan vacation holiday home in the Yorkshire Dales in a little caravan park in Paisley Bridge. I'm sure the money is nice, obviously, everybody would say the same, but the money is secondary. Before I came here, I wasn't a multi-millionaire in any way, shape or form, but you don't have to have lots of money to be rich in life. And I was rich in life before I came here, and I'm even richer now without the money. I love you all, and I just hope my personality, if we want to call it that, will actually bring light and fun to the game. Thank you.
Devilfish's family, he just got nominated for the Hall of Fame, or he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Devilfish Ulye, do you know who that is?
Sorry, what's the Hall of Fame?
Devilfish was inducted into the
Oh,
Hall of Fame,
yes,
and his
well-
family actually had a nice statement about you
Really?
and your rhyme. And
Well,
I guess Devilfish is obviously a big...
yeah, I met Dave actually, several times at Napoleon's Casino in Hull, because as you know, Dave was a Hull man, born and raised, and he obviously brought a lot of fun and excitement to the game. A lot of you people couldn't understand what he was saying because, whilst he allegedly spoke English, he had it with a strong Hull accent, but I loved him to bits. And he was a character. He was a character who was flamboyant in life, and he brought a lot to the game. It's very, very sad that we lost him, unfortunately, last year, and all the poker world was worse for it. I'm really sorry. I'll give my best wishes to his family and say how much he brought to the game as a Hull guy. And I'm just a regular Bridlington guy who's, if you like, risen to this accolade, and I just couldn't be happier. I've had a ball.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, John.
Best of luck.